out of Houston, Texas. Absolutely thrilled to present to you what I believe is the best business opportunity and absolutely one of the best ways to get help of anything I've found in now over a quarter century of clinical practice. The company we're going to talk about is called Organo. They are definitely a healthier living, healthier product, healthier lifestyle company. They've crossed that magic 10-year mark. We're going to show that they're in over 5 continents, over 30 countries, with some of the healthiest coffee and tea and soap and tea detox drinks and energy drinks and shit. And we're going to share why ours is absolutely better. So full disclosure, at the end of this, I'm going to make an offer to you. And I want you to go back to whoever invited you to this powerful Zoom and give them one of these numbers. You can tell them, number one, if you're not interested in any of our magnificent products or business. On occasion that happens. And what I tell you is, thank you for listening. I guarantee you, you know someone who could benefit from either the product or the business. And we would appreciate it if you would share back with them, connect them to the person that referred to you. Some people will say yes to the product, no to the business. I always say we absolutely love our customers. You look at Uber, there's certainly more Uber passengers than there are Uber drivers. In fact, I'm an Uber passenger myself. Love the company, but I don't want to be an Uber driver. Some people will say yes to the product and they'll want to build a small income, maybe $500 to $1,000 a month, and we've got a great starting point for them. And some people will want to actually build the business that creates the financial freedom of a lifetime. So here's the question that I like to ask people. Would you be open to trying a healthier cup of coffee, a healthier cup of tea, maybe even a healthier toothpaste, a healthier energy drink, a healthier shake? And the beautiful thing is we have all of the above. And this incredible herb, which is known as Ganoderma lucidum, is magic in all of our products. So you look at the picture in the background, that is the Wuxi Mountains of China, very pristine area. All of our Ganoderma is 100% USDA certified organic. We actually have a patented process by which we infuse it into our products. In other words, it can't be duplicated. And we have absolute delivery system, coffee and tea, that people are doing every single day without ever having to be reminded. So what I like to tell people is things become popular. There's a lot of copycats that pop up. So Ganoderma is big now. There's over 3,000 peer-reviewed medical studies. So you can go on the internet and suddenly you can find some really cheap Ganoderma. Well, I got to tell you, in life, you absolutely get what you pay for. They can actually sell Ganoderma that's grown in a plastic bag and claim that it's basically the same thing that we're offering. Guaranteed, it's not. So in medicine, right, we have this thing called a physical exam. We know that everything that happens inside of the individual is reflected by what we can see and measure on the outside. The same thing is true in plants. The inside reflects the outside. And I would ask you, which of these plants would you prefer? For my base, it's absolutely a no-brainer, and I think it is for you too. You'll take the full, rich, amazing product. So let me tell you about how I start my day every single day. I wake up early in the morning. Over here is the OG Smile toothpaste with Ganoderma. Absolutely amazing. Freshens the breath, kills off microbes, alkalizes the mouth, controls the inflammatory process. Really, really nice for your mouth. Then I'm going to wash my face with some OG soap. I'm going to start my day with some incredible coffee. I personally like the black. Other people are going to like a latte or a mocha. By the way, the company's brilliant. They put a lot more Ganoderma in the latte and a lot more Ganoderma in the mocha, so that for most people, it's actually blood sugar friendly. I'll tell you, I literally have my patients measure their sugars before and after, especially my diabetic patients, and they can actually drink the latte or mocha without a significant rise in blood sugar that would create any concern of even the most control-minded professional. I want to say that directly. I literally have people that'll drink the latte and mocha and raise their blood sugar less than if they were eating broccoli and chicken. Now, with that, I'm going to tell everybody is different. You're going to want to measure your own and check with your doctor, but these products are so well formulated that we have people getting healthier, drinking what they would basically think to be a dessert type drink. So let's just talk about coffee for a moment. And these numbers to me are absolutely staggering. But the world consumes 1.6 billion, that's with the B, 1.6 billion cups of coffee in the world. It goes back and forth for top position and second position with oil as the top commodity on planet Earth. But let's put these numbers in perspective. 1 billion years ago, there was no life walking on planet Earth. 1 billion days ago, no human life on planet Earth. 1 billion hours ago was the old Stone Age. 1 billion minutes ago was the Roman Empire. 1 billion seconds ago was 31.7 years ago. But 1 billion cups of coffee ago, that was yesterday. Think about how big this market is. And we have a patented competitive advantage. When we start talking about health, we know that so much of the population of the world is certainly overweight. And even more than that is actually over fat. There's a whole category of people that are known as thin fat. So we know that certainly we want to have a better diet, better exercise, better lifestyle. But what exactly does that mean? We know that a huge portion of the population uses meal replacement drinks. We have a vanilla OGX shake that literally tastes like liquid birthday cake. We've got a chocolate OGX that I'm told tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. I actually have never had one in my lifetime, but I understand they're delicious. This beverage is delicious. It's creamy. It's got whey protein, which is a super high biologic value protein, meaning it's really good for the body, really good for the immune system, really good to detoxify, really good to build lean tissue. And we have people that are losing weight drinking dessert. So here's a couple of our proud people within Organo that have lost an incredible amount of weight. And we even have an individual on our team that literally has lost over 100 pounds. I guarantee you, he says he feels better. He has more energy. Getting up and down stairs is easier. He doesn't struggle for breath when sleeping. Understand that there's a bunch of people that their airways actually close off because of excess body fat. All that can go away with the right amount of fat loss. Now we start looking at the business environment. And here's a pretty sad reality, or maybe it's just reality. Oxford says that 1/3 of all jobs will either be automated or antiquated within the next 25 years. So, think about supermarkets. You can walk into a Walmart now and they have 50 checkouts, but they have 4 cashiers and a whole bunch of them are automated. Think about bank tellers, automated. Think about travel agents. That's completely gone. And now there's even e-medicine where you can, have a cuff and send your blood pressure and your pulse to a doctor and your temperature. And someone online basically can tell you, well, this might be the best choice for you. So the question is, are you ready for that change? Here's one thing I can tell you. We know that human beings have been consuming coffee and tea for over 1,000 years, and we're consuming now more than ever. And here's what I suspect. As our population grows, which it is, the coffee and tea consumption will grow absolutely as well. So what's the advantage of our type of business? Well, first and foremost, we combine a lot of really powerful industries. We know that the internet is here to stay. I literally have people that are buying coffee from a group that I started 6 years ago, halfway around the world. I've never met them. I likely never will, but they drink their coffee or tea or shake or do whatever they do with Organo products every single day. They order it on the internet. It's shipped from the company. I never see the product, but I see the money actually going into an electronic wallet. Home-based business. I have a home that I really enjoy. I'm here right now. What I can tell you is that our accountant says, you know what, you have a home-based business. A portion of your home is absolutely tax deductible. We don't have a mortgage, but if we did, a portion of that would be tax deductible. Utilities are tax deductible. Cleaning services are tax deductible. And it's absolutely amazing that the difference between the rich and the non-rich is the rich know how to keep their wealth, and some of that is through really good tax deductions. You look at health and wellness, that's $1 trillion industry. I promise you people are always going to want to feel good and actually eat. Weight management, we already discussed that. It's a blooming industry, no pun intended. And then we talked about the magic of coffee. So this company Organo in just 10 years is already on 5 continents and over 30 countries around the world. If you look at that list down below, literally, if you know someone halfway around the world, let's say we're talking about Thailand, they could be drinking some coffee right now, and you're getting paid even though you absolutely have never met them. And their list of countries is forever expanding. One of my favorite mentors is John Maxwell, and he's got a book entitled The 21 Indisputable Laws of Leadership. And he says every organization rises and falls with leadership. So what I can tell you is these three men that have built Organo, created this multi-billion-dollar company, are absolutely as principled as anybody I've ever known. Mr. Bernie Chua, front and center, basically said his very first business partner was actually God Almighty. Now, we try not to bring in religion or anything like that in there, but what I can tell you is if you have God as a partner, you're probably going to be in a good position to succeed. Mr. Shane Moran, the guy that was the first person to say yes to sharing coffee and tea, literally had a list of 156 people that he shared coffee with, shared the opportunity with, and taught others to do the same. And that created millions of distributors around the world and literally billions in sales. And then finally, Mr. Holton Buggs, the absolute master of creating systems and keeping it simple. He created our simple, teachable, repeatable system of how to really effectively share coffee, share the opportunity, and teach others to do exactly. One of the crowning achievements is actually a partnership with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. My understanding is that the Think and Grow Rich book is the top selling book in its category, self-help, almost 100 years running. No other book has sold as much in that category. A number of business icons have tried to partner with the Napoleon Hill Foundation, but reality is they made the choice to partner with Organo. Why? Because Organo helps the average individual to literally apply the principles and create wealth and their dream life. So here's basically what I do. I'm going to offer coffee to someone. I like to make it exactly as they like. Our coffee is in pre-brewed sachets, so that's super easy. We open a sachet, we put it in a mug, and add hot water to flavor. The other day someone said, I really like espresso. Guess what? I put in about 2 ounces of water. I stir it up and I say, how do you like that? They go, wow, that's really good espresso. Someone says, I like my coffee mild. Well, I'm like 16 ounces of water and have them sip it and they go, wow, that's really good coffee. Well, if they like it in between, that's the beautiful thing. We can easily tailor the amount of water that we add to their taste. But once I make it for them, I'm going to ask them the question, how do you like it? And they usually say, wow, this is really good. My response, it's really good for you too. In fact, I recommend you get some more. So there are 3 options. You can be a retail customer. I'm happy to sell it to you. You can be a wholesale buyer. We'll get into that detail later, but almost like a Costco membership, you can sign up to be a wholesale buyer. Or option 3 is you can get paid to consume and or share the product. Now, very often people are going to say, well, how does that work? Well, the beautiful thing is the company has created so many tools, including this Zoom call, where people can actually see someone who's built a multi-million-dollar business out of their home, like myself and my wife, and share exactly how we've done it. How easy is this business? Number 1, we share coffee. Number 2, we share the opportunity. 3, we teach others to do the same. And the company's OG Academy has all kinds of online webinars, including presentations, where people can easily share and learn to share more effectively. So the company actually has 7 different ways of getting paid. If you think about most businesses, maybe one way, or for most people, trading time for money. Some people maybe have a little bonus structure, so 2 ways. But this company literally has 7. So we start out with daily retail sales. And I'll tell you, I have an advantage, I think, over most people with retail sales. I'm a chiropractor. I have a clinic. People walk in. We have a water boiler in the waiting area with samples. And my staff will offer people when they walk in a cup of coffee or tea. They'll make it as they like. As they're drinking it, they'll ask them, how do you like that? And they usually say, wow, that's really good. Well, the reply is, it's good for you too. You should get a box. And just like that, we're now approaching about $500,000 in retail sales. I want you to think about that. Over the course of 6.5 years, just putting a water boiler and samples in a waiting area can generate that kind of significant money. Now, how many businesses do you know have walk-in traffic? Plenty. How many customers would like a cup of coffee or tea while they're waiting? Plenty. It would make the experience better. And guess what? Done right, it can create a phenomenal revenue stream. Now, what if you don't have a retail sales location? Hey, not a problem. We have people like myself, for instance, in the business with a phenomenal business. He literally got on the phone and called people he knew. He says, look, I've just started or invested in a gourmet coffee and tea company. I'd like you to buy a box, 100% money back guarantee. Buy a box. At the end of it, if you're not 100% satisfied with how it tastes and how it makes you feel, you give me the empty box back. I'll give you every penny back. Well, guess what? He has an organization that has sold approaching $15 million in coffee sales. Certainly not all retail, but enough retail to keep daily money flowing nicely. The second way of getting paid is what's called a fast track bonus. When someone decides that they want to share in the business opportunity and learn to build the business of their dreams, they can buy some different product packs with initial inventory. I'll share those later, but depending upon the inventory purchase, the company will pay a bonus. Now, here's the way that most people get really excited when we talk about building a business. Now, literally, I'll present a presentation like this, and I do it in my home every single week. And I'll usually ask, okay, if you're interested in building a business, how long would it take you to find 2 people who feel overworked, underpaid, and looking for opportunity? Well, the best answer I ever heard was, you know what? I got my 2 sisters here right now. I'm the oldest. They're both under me. So that was as fast as instantly. But let's say it actually took you a month to get your first 2 team members. And then remember, we share coffee, share the opportunity, teach others to do the same. Well, the next month, you teach those 2 to get their 2. By the 3rd month, those 4 are teaching people how to get their 2. And then just look at this. By the end of 12 months, at that 12 month, you've added over 4,000 new people to your business. Now, add all the numbers up, that's about 8,000 total people. Now, understand, if all of these 8,000 people just bought 2 units of product a month, it could be coffee and shakes, it could be soap and toothpaste, it could be a detox drink, it could be energy drink, or any combination of above. Just that will typically create about $30 worth of what they'll call commissionable volume for the company. So 8,000 people times $30, that's $240,000 that you could get paid potential commissions on. Now, full disclosure, we've built a really good business, and there's no limit to how many people you can sign up, so we've signed up quite a few. But we've got about an 8% total return on every dollar that's come through our organization. But let's say that, that the person that's building the team isn't quite as strong. Let's say they get about a 5% return. Understand that 5% of $240,000 is $12,000 a month, or $144,000 a year based on their coffee business. And here's what I like to tell people. People never need to be reminded to drink their coffee. They never plan to quit. So the repeat sales just keep going and going and going. So that's one of the third ways of getting paid is actually through the power of building the team. Levels 4 through 7 are actually payments on reorders. And again, that's the beautiful thing. Believe it or not, I get introduced to a lot of business opportunities. Always have, and I guess that's because I'm in the people business and adding value business. People say, look, you know a lot of people. There's lots of things that can add value. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of good products. But you tell me what product has the consistency of coffee and tea, what coffee has the reorder value of coffee and tea, and what coffee and tea has this incredible ingredient that gives it competitive advantage, which, by the way, the process is patented. What I'll tell you is that this is the perfect storm for success. Once you start building a really successful team, the company has a lot of lifestyle bonuses. We have a bunch of people on our team that we've introduced that are getting anywhere between $400 and $1,000 a month bonuses. No one yet on our team is getting that $3,000 a month or above bonus, but we're all working towards that. So literally, think about this. You know people that are drinking tea or shakes or detox or energy drinks or certainly brushing their teeth on a daily basis. Why not make a better choice? Why not give it a try and see what you can experience from the product and what you can experience from the business. So remember, at the front we said we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you 4 options. Some of you will say no to the product, no to the business. That's fine. Thank you for listening. Refer someone that you think may benefit, whoever referred you to this presentation. Some will say yes to the product, no to the business. We love our customers. Go ahead and you can either order retail or be a wholesale buyer. Some will say yes to the product. They want to build a small business. Some want to say yes to the product and they actually want to break the bank. So let me share with you the starting options. Everybody buys a website. That's $49.95. Now, the company Organo has just recently invested or bought a technology company, and their goal by the next month is to have the absolute most user-friendly, best shopping experience in all of the internet, using Amazon as the model. So for $49.95, you get that website, super easy shopping, and you're automatically in business if you want to be in 35 countries. Now, if you start buying product, the company has what they call their accelerator packs. Their first pack is the bronze pack. You get about $250 worth of wholesale product, and the company then will start paying you bonuses as you start building your team. Now, a silver pack is about $500 worth of wholesale product, and someone might ask, well, why would I start at $500 when I could start at $250? Well, quite simply, the company will pay you a time and a half as much, and they will pay you more ways for that one-time initial investment. And then finally, the gold pack is about $1,200 worth of wholesale product, and now the company will pay you twice as much and more ways as you build your team. Remember, this is absolutely a one-time purchase. When I decided to build a business, I went in at the gold pack, that $1,200 wholesale product, and actually built an amazing empire. But now the company, in celebration of their 10th anniversary, which was just this month, offered the best gold pack deal I've seen since I've been in my 6 years. And that is a $550 gold pack. You get all the gold pack status, you get twice the earnings, and you earn more ways as you build, and you get that not just $550 worth of wholesale product, but nearly $700 worth of wholesale product for that $500. You also will get, as the time goes on, the opportunity to experience release of the company's new skincare line, which they actually partnered with a 20-year skincare company from New Zealand. Organo realized that skincare is big. Ganoderma lucidum literally means bright and shiny skin. Our distributors wanted a skincare line. Well, the company finally said, instead of starting from ground zero and starting to create our own, why don't we just buy a successful, value-driven, natural skincare company, truly led by a world beauty expert with patented processes? And guess what? They did just that. So the question I like to ask is, whose life are you going to change today? If you're looking in the mirror, maybe that could be you. I'm a big fan of reading, and the author James App wrote a book called As Man Thinketh. But within that book, he had 4 questions. And here are the 4 questions. The first question is why? Why did you take the time on this incredible Sunday afternoon to log in and pay attention to this? Second question is the answer to the first. Why not? Why not look at something that has the potential to not only create health beyond your wildest imagination, but wealth beyond your wildest imagination? The question is, why not you? Someone's going to say this makes sense. They're going to get back to the person that invited them, and they're going to join Gold. And the final question is, why not now? And here's the reality. The longer you wait to act on information, the least likely you are to act on it. As one of my great mentors said, I always tell people about the worst thing that can happen to you is you won't have to buy coffee or tea for a while. And by the way, if you consume all the products, you'll be that much healthier. So here's your marching orders. Get to whoever referred them and tell them, I'm a 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you've decided to join our team, I welcome you with a big smile and open arms, knowing that you can create the life of your dreams. I'm Dr. Bob Rakowski, knowing that we can all be happy, healthy, and successful. Enjoy this beautiful day.